I'm struggling here. See, I really, now that I'm level 9, like, I hadn't thought about this ahead of time, but, like, whenever you suffer damage, one enemy within range 2 suffers 2, which means that wounding yourself causes an extra free 2 damage to any one enemy at the beginning of your turn. And, like, movement has been a big issue for me. And, like, this card is move 5, wound self, set fire. Like, everything about this is super, super amazing. So, like, I'm thinking that what I'm gonna do is, like, before I start playing this level, before I start recording, I'm just gonna switch out my level 8 cards, and nobody's gonna notice. Like, literally nobody will notice. And yeah. So with that said, let's move on. Speaking of, so now I'm gonna go play one of 2 levels that just requires no movement at all. Let's just finish the Algox story. We've been doing the Algox, so let's just finish that up. Oh, I don't have... Alright, there we go. And let's... We're still summer, right? Yeah, 2 weeks left of summer. And this is just a regular road event. Oh. Can't believe I'm just now getting Summer Road 5. I feel like I get this one all the time in speedruns. Just outside Frosthaven, where the road begins to become less traveled, you find a man in dusty white vestments. A few burnt-down candles are on the ground next to him, dripping wax onto the rock. Would you like to make a donation? The young priest holds out a bowl for offerings. I would be happy to extend the blessings of the Great Oak to you as protection on your journeys. He sees your trepidation in turning over hard-earned gold. The sanctuary sent me here to set up a shrine, but I was unfortunately set upon by robbers. I just need a bit of time to earn back the funds, and my blessings are nearly as good as the ones you'd find elsewhere. Option A, making offering at the improved shrine. Option B, it's clear this is an easy mark steal from the offering plate. I don't want to steal from it, so we'll do A. And then, does anybody want to donate? I've got no gold, 10 gold, 13. I'll donate on Infuser. Donating on Hive seems kind of useless. And then we will put an enhancement sticker in that box. All right. Easy enough. And then this should look very familiar because this is the exact same layout as Scenario 4, Heart of Ice, which I think is kind of underwhelming. I don't know. I really like that scenario. I think it was really fun and cool, but like this one to me seems, well, I don't know. I've never played this level, but it just looks underwhelming to me. Just because it's like a repeat of one of the easier scenarios in the game, and both of the other 2 bosses at the end of the Algox storylines, 57 and 56, are really, really cool. I really like both of those levels a lot. So I'm pretty sure that this one is going to be very underwhelming. The scenario is complete when the large ice crystal is destroyed. At the end of that round, read 109.1. Snowscorn Mountain, the place where it all began. It juts out from the southern horizon, a familiar silhouette that dredges up your animosity and wary respect. You've returned at last with Gurndal and Bardu, the unyielding shard secured in their bag, and with it, you bring the possibility of peace. But those who remain here, who claimed Snowscorn and advocated for war, have no interest in your offer. They allow you, inside at least, and listen to the emissary's tale. Gurndal and Bardu explain how you journeyed over the north in order to retrieve the ancient ice and new snow, and how you fought in the frozen realm to combine them, taking guidance directly from the spirit of Marog himself. The Algox around you stand with disinterest, waiting only for the word from their chief to cut you all down. Bardu arrives at the final step of their story, that you must embed... That sentence seems weird. Bardu arrives at the final step of their story, that you must embed the unyielding shard into the heart of ice, and the cavern explodes in outrage and ridicule. Gurndal tries to explain how the heart has been corrupted, imploring the elders to just look at the shards to see the true words of their god, but war has a way of solidifying ideas. However misguided they may be, the resident Algox refuse to let you into the Heart's Chamber. You are not far from the Heart of Ice. In fact, you can see its light gleaming through the passage ahead. The only problem is the large number of Algox standing in the way. We must get inside, Bardu says under her breath, but we cannot kill any of our brethren. We are on a mission of peace. You understand what must happen. You don't specialize in not killing things, but you're willing to give this a try. Once. All attacks targeting any monster gain disadvantage, and all sources of damage suffered by any monster are reduced by 1. Well, dang. That bless is not going to come in handy then. Instead of using standees for the boxes, use Fist and Snow Dancer. When door 1 is opened, read 80.2. Okay, so it says we can't not kill things, and the game's like, yeah, I mean, we're not even going to try to have you not kill things. We'll just give you disadvantage. All right. Okay, so this is a very weird situation. I just tried to, like, intro this, but it didn't really work. So basically what happened, I played this level a few weeks ago, and then earlier today I was reviewing it while I was getting it ready to upload, and I noticed some mistakes. First of all, I noticed right after I played the level that I only played it on +2 instead of +3, so these guys had less health. Then I also noticed when I was reviewing the footage that this part, all sources of damage suffered by any monster are reduced by 1. I only did that for attacks, like they had shield 1. I did not do that for wound damage or shackles suffering damage. So it was actually a lot easier to clear this first room than it should have been. Finally, Tabletop Simulator didn't load this priest. And so I just didn't have a priest in the room the first time I did it. So when I was looking at the footage earlier today, I was like, oh, I don't really want to upload that. Because, like, afterwards, I was kind of shitting on the level, saying, like, that was just super, super easy. So I figured I would retry it. And I just spent, like, a long time kind of going back and forth on figuring out my plan. And I kind of got lost in the sauce a little bit. So these two challenges, like, I've played for a couple weeks since I finished this. I did these two challenges when I initially played this level, and there's not really any way of going back. So we need to complete them here. Same thing, like experience and battle goals. I'm just not going to do any of those to track them on here, and we'll just go with what happened the first time I played the level, right? So with all that in mind, my plan for this turn, it's interesting. So, like, my overall plan, I want to get 2 infusions up and then get brittles onto these 2 guys. The priests and the archers are going to be the big issue. So I want to I'm going to move forward on shackles and immobilize myself and set wind. Then I'm going to give the immobilize to this guard up here so that he can't contribute. Then I'm going to come forward on Infuser. I'm going to use my Radiant Boon to Coalescing Darkness to disarm this guy. And I think I'm making... Yeah, I'm going to make Wind with Boon of the Tempest, and then I'm going to Stamina Potion back Boon of the Tempest. All of that is going to put me right here. I'm going to get 1 curse in the deck. This guy's not going to be able to attack. This guy's not going to be able to attack. And then this guy's going to move up to hit Infuser, most likely. I'm going to jump over with Hive and summon back here, because the goal needs to be to kill the priests and the archers. Priests can go really fast and disarm, really fast and immobilize. They've got the heals. Archers attack with every card. At least these guards, like, I can stall them out by Torrential Cleave. Like, that might be what I do on turn 2, is Torrential Cleave these 2 to immobilize them and then, like, get out of there. Like, it's a lot easier to deal with guards than it is to deal with priests and archers. So that's the plan. The priest... Okay, cool. He's not in range. Okay, that's beautiful. He's just going to step forward and do nothing, basically. And that works. That works for me. Yeah, we've got a really hard hit coming out of this archer. That's why I really want to kill it really fast. But 33 health with every attack being disadvantaged and him him having all suffers reduced by 1 is a little brutal. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I could move 4 and then I get immobilizes on these guys. I like that. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll move 4 and immobilize both of these guys. And then immobilize ourselves. But then we're going to attack this guard up here, I think. Or do I want him to join the fray? I don't really want him to attack me for 5. I don't think... Yeah, no. Let's stall him out. So we'll attack him with line of transference. We get a disarm that we didn't need anyway because we're just going to... Oh, it's disadvantage, right? It would still be the first one. So attack for 2, it'll deal 1 damage, and it'll immobilize. And then I am not immobilized. And now I'm next to these guys, and I can hopefully start going crazy. I've got, like, Hammer Potion. We get... And we set the wind, right? So Infuser is going to use her Radiant Boon to set the Dark, which she did at the beginning of her turn. Boon of the Tempest, reduce the movement to set wind at the end of her turn. Eat both of them with Coalescing Darkness to disarm this guy. And then wind gets set at the end of her turn. And that's that. Then I will Stamina Potion back Boon of the Tempest. I guess there wasn't much point in setting wind, because just wind isn't going to be enough for Boon of the Tempest, right? Well, I could set fire with Shackles next turn by playing Chain by Spite bottom. It's not my best bottom. I guess I could do Unending Torment top, because I will have suffered some damage here. Okay, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that, because I don't think I mind being immobilized, really. Okay. And then this way I don't have to mana potion or anything, just the stamina will be enough, and I can save my infusion potion for a time when it's needed. This guy... Oh, no. It's not the end of the world, but I was thinking I was going to be here. Oh, wait, but I had moved 3 on Infuser, right? So this guy... Where was he? Was he here? Yeah, he was here. Okay, so I moved 3 on Infuser, so I'll go here, so that this attack 5 goes into Infuser. She'll go ahead and block 5, I guess. And then they get a curse. Them getting the curse is the thing that, like, I really want to start stacking up. Archer can't remove disadvantage. Does 7 still. And... Oh. Well, I did it in the wrong order. But it would be the exact same. Both of them would have still been 0s. So Archer, and then the guards. And then Prism. So 1, 2, 3, 4 with jump. It's not really where I want to be, but it's just about the best I can do. And then I summon my Machine Bolter over there. So we're going to need to go fast on Prism. I guess I could double attack. Let's see. I'm in poison mode, so high impact projectiles is pretty good. Is there any chance that I just tank 1 hit on Prism? Yeah, I don't mind tanking 1 hit, and I can just throw out 3 poisons here. Here, here, here. I like that, actually. Then I took some damage, so now I can Unending Torment and set Agony of Others. The next 3 sources of damage you suffer while an enemy is in range, 1 enemy suffers an equal amount of damage. That's cool with me. And it just means I have to go after 29. Which sucks, because this is 28. But I guess I can just do Guide the Flow. And maybe this is a dumb plan, but maybe it's not. I don't mind going after the guards so that I can get an Immobilize on them, and 35 ties their range card. Ooh, nice. Okay, so now I'm going to get the disarm on them for next turn, which is totally cool with me. Archer is just going to back up and shoot Shackles. Attack for 6. It's going to deal 7. All of the guards stand still and retaliate, which is still fine with me. Prism. So my summon sees this guy, and then I can just pick the second target. So we'll pick the archer. So 2 disadvantaged attacks for 2. Okay, no damage. And then into the archer, he will take 2. And no damage right here. And then I guess I'll attack for 1 into the archer. And it does deal 1 damage. And it'll poison, and then attack here for 2, and here at disadvantage with the high impact projectiles. Well, no, they're both disadvantaged, right? So the top guy is going to take 1, and the guy on me is going to take none. But 1 and 4 both get poisoned. Oh, wait. I forgot about their shield. So this guy won't take any damage, and I take 2 retaliate. But that's not the end of the world. That is definitely not the end of the world. I would rather get the poisons, and 2 damage is fine. I was planning to take more, in fact. It does mean that I might not do the bottom attack for 3. I'm not sure. Shackles is going to heal for 5. Immobilize himself to set fire. And then activate Agony of Others. The next 3 sources of damage make an enemy suffer an equal amount. Really sucks because this priest is not hitting very hard right here. So maybe it'll draw the curse since it's disadvantaged. Is there any point in Foresight Potioning to see what we have coming up? And we can potentially throw a troublesome card down to the bottom. I don't think so. Well, we've got Shuffle out of guards this turn, so we can't do that. Archers, we know archers just attack with every turn, so its card doesn't really matter too much. I guess Priest could throw a wrench in my plans, but I'm immobilized on Shackles, so we'll save the Foresight Potion. Because I don't think I'm going to get much out of it. I'll probably just Reversal of Fate this next turn. I already played Line of Transference, so I can't really Bane. That might have been a mistake. There's nobody next to me to reject the gift onto. So I might have... Yeah, I might have just made a mistake here. I could Reprisal with the Reversal of Fate. I'm not sure. It's Infuser. I need to figure out if I'm attacking with this bottom or not. I don't really want to take 2 Retaliate. That should be there. We'll go ahead and Boon of the Tempest first. So we eat both of these, and I'll attack guard number 1. Okay, we get Leaf or Dark, so we'll take the Leaf. And then he takes 2 damage, because the poison, the shield, the scenario effect, all of that. And I've already got Leaf, so I can Gemstone Resonance this next turn. And I don't really need to... Oh, it's kind of sick, actually, even. Although I guess the Gemstone Resonance doesn't really help. But I can Torrential Cleave, move 2 with Jump, set Leaf, immobilize both of these guys, move over here, brittle both of these guys. I love it. And so it just means going fast on Prism and backing up, but I have Boots. And then I can go ahead and get the brittles over here, and then brittle with Agony of Others is going to be really good because this archer hits so hard. I do wish that Shackles were closer so that he would tank, but And then maybe I'll like Helmet to sustain the leaf so that I can Gemstone Resonance the next turn once I'm over there. I might need to come back here to Gemstone Resonance, but that's not a big deal. So I could move with my bottom, or I could attack for 3 again. Let's attack for 3 again. It's disadvantaged, but we do get a +1. So 3 + 2 - 2. So he takes 3 and I take 2. That probably wasn't worth it. And then finally we have the priest attacking for 4. And it does 3. This is so stupid. I'm going to Deathproof Charm so that I don't take 3 damage, so that I don't use an Agony of Others tick. That's really, really dumb, but I don't know. I don't know if I went over them. So the 2 challenges I have: whenever an enemy dies, one character closest to it suffers 2 damage. And then whenever you loot, you gain a curse. So neither of those has had any impact so far. And we're new turn. So am I going for this brittle turn right now? I guess I can. Prism, does it really matter what I do? I just want to back up because these guys are going to be immobilized, right? I guess we play Faceless Entity. And maybe I'll like remote control. That seems decent to me. Get 2 attacks for 4 out of the poisons and the +1. On Shackles, the immobilize is actually a little bit of an issue. I guess since this guy's next to me, I could reject the gift Hammer Potion with Brittle. Yeah. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Since he wasn't able to move back this last turn. And then, yeah. Okay. And he moves back, which means that my... Dang. My Reject the Gift, which is like one of my best cards, is actually going to do nothing. That's so painful. I could Tome of Life. It means that I would have to... Boots of Speed. And it gets rid of all of the poisons that I've set. And it heals everything to full. But it means that I get to reject my gift. Ah, that's so painful. That is so painful. Okay. This guy... He backs up to remove disadvantage, right? But then now there's nobody in range, so he'll go here to hit 2 targets. And then he can just pick, like, any 2 targets. And so he'll hit Shackles, and I guess we'll hit Hive. So into Shackles, we take 4, and into Hive, we take 2. Because I took 4, I get to reject the gift into somebody. Or not reject the gift, Agony of Others. To make something take, it's only 3. Because that's like one of the weakest attacks I can get hit by. And the archer is hitting with the weakest attack I can get hit by. That's painful. I'll make this guy take 3, I think. Because the priest is who I want to kill the most. Ugh, and it's like basically all moot. Let's make sure I add those curses. Because I'm just going to Tome of Life here during your turn. Remove all conditions from all figures. Then grant all figures heal to self. And I don't even get to heal on Hive. I like undid all of my work that I've accomplished. Oh, and I can't even Reversal of Fate. Oh, it's so sad. It's so sad that I was 1 speed away from this plan working. If I go here... Okay, yeah, the archer still sees Shackles. So I'll go here and I'll reject the gift. Then I guess that means that Infuser... We got range card out of guard anyway, so immobilizing them doesn't do too much. I'll move and immobilize the priest. Oh, what am I doing? I was like excited to do an Infuser's turn, but it is not at all her. So first Prism, so it'll be Archer first, right? No, this guy's closer. So guard and then Archer. It would get the +1, so that'll be with 2 damage. And then I guess I'll attack to get the poison. So I'll move here so that I can attack both, and then attack 2, attack 2. It does no damage, and then it'll deal 2 into 1 and 4. This has not been a good start. Not in the slightest. Now, Archer is going to attack for 6 into Shackles. And it draws a -2, so it only does 4. So my Agony of Others is... Oh, no, it'll be Reject the Gift, right? So I reject the gift for 4 damage. That is so underwhelming. At least I don't suffer it, though. And then now it's Infuser. So I guess I'll immobilize both of these guys so that they can't get rid of the disadvantage. Guys number 1 and 4, that'll set Leaf. And then I will use my boots to move up here and brittle these 2. Brittle the priest and brittle guard number 4. And then we get all of the guards. So guard number 1 is going to shoot Prism and deal 4 damage. Guard number 2 is going to step forward and shoot Shackles and crit. No, but he does deal 7. So I will send my Agony of Others into the priest. So 7 will brittle to 14, which gets reduced down to 13, which is pretty good. It's not quite going to kill, but it is good damage. Then guard number 4 goes into Shackles. And it does 5. And so that will use the final Agony of Others. And who is going to take 4 damage? We'd get 9 if we throw it into this guard right here. But I think getting rid of the priest first needs to be the first priority. This was not a good turn. Yeah, that initiative just really screwed me. I guess I go fast and I Gemstone Resonance and I get to get a disarm out of it. It's not ideal. Chained by Spite, Scarred Effigy, Reprisal, and Hopelessness. Those are all kind of useless. So that sucks. We'll go fast and heal, I guess. And then here we'll just go fast and either spread around poisons or like hope to switch or something. I'm not sure. Infuser is going to heal 2, regenerate into Shackles, which means that I get to do an attack for 3. So we'll go into the priest, I guess. And it'll miss. And we get to disarm. So we'll get disarm guard number 4. Oh, he's not attacking. And the priest isn't attacking. So I really should have looked at what I was doing first. So if I had, I just would have moved 3 to disarm the archer. Because I was just doing a default move with my bottom anyway. And then we pulled the miss anyway, so it doesn't matter. At least none of them are attacking, so that kind of helps. Shackles will regenerate. Reprisal does nothing now, though. None of those do anything. Do I set Chain by Spite? It's kind of not the greatest time. I'm definitely going to heal 6. I guess I'll just heal 2 with Reprisal, and I'll set Fire with Chain by Spite. The Priest will heal itself. The guards all stand still. And then the Archer can't do anything. So on Hive, first here and then here. So that'll be 2 damage. And 4. No, this guy's not poisoned. And this guy has a shield. So 1 and 3. So I guess I'll attack the Archer and poison him, right? Yeah, that's fine. Into the Archer. He'll take 1. And a poison. And then I guess I'll move to attack 1 into the Priest. And it misses, but the Priest is poisoned. Not fantastic. Not even good, I would say. I guess if I need to, I can Infusion Potion for Bounty of the Earth here. Do I just short rest? I think I just short rest. Because I really, really, really need to reject some gifts here. Reject the Gift Reversal of Fate is like way too good to pass up right now. And we'll just go for this. I don't have boots. So I can't even reject these gifts. I just get to reject the Priest's baby gift. Oh. Alright, I guess at least this guard does nothing. Was he supposed to move last turn? What card did they draw last turn? No. They stood still. That's right. So only this guy gets to go. So attack for 5 into Shackles. And then I guess I set Reversal of Fate and reject the gift. Infuser. Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll Infusion Potion with the Bounty of the Earth. So I get to heal for 3. I get to disarm. I get to attack for 3. It'll deal 3. Get to disarm, and then I'll attack for 5. And it'll deal 6. That's a good damage amount. Fortunately, I'm not going to be able to... Oh, well, I could... Let's Mana Potion the Leaf and Dark, and then we can just play these 2 cards and use either of them next turn. And I'm full health, so got a little bit going for me. Prism. Well, it looks like this guy might be taking some damage. Yeah, so this guy's going to take 4. And then into the Archer. Gets the curse. That's okay. I can reassemble. I can Shocking Pulse. I can just run away, I guess. Maybe a default attack for 2 into the Priest. Doesn't say that this is mandatory, so maybe I just muddle. I think I am. I'm just going to muddle the Priest and guard number 4. Since they can't suffer the 1 damage anyway. So, muddle them with the bottom of the Shocking Pulse, and I'll just default attack with Reassemble. And I don't think that does any damage. It's attack for 2, and then reduced by 1. Oh, so it does deal 1, because he's poisoned. Ugh. Archer doesn't get to do anything. Priest attacks with disadvantage and does 2. 3 because I'm poisoned. And so then we reject the gift of 3 damage. Right here, and he takes 2. We've got Reversal of Fate if this guy can deal big damage next turn. But it's not looking super peachy. Oh, especially with Prism standing where he is, I have to short rest. And I guess I just go fast and I run away. Shackles. We retaliate. I would like to heal. I guess we'll go fast and retaliate, and then next turn we can heal. And we get a little tiny baby heal here. So, attack for 2, attack for 2. It does 3 and 2. The summon is very slowly chipping down on these guys with the disadvantage and -1 every single turn. Prism itself, I would love to kill this priest. I don't think that's super realistic. Let's try. Attack for 2 into the priest. It will deal no damage. Then attack for 2 into the priest. It'll deal 1. And then there's no way that Frenzy Potion kills. Actually, I think crit would kill, but I did not crit. I deal 1 damage. And then I've got move 4 jump. Just come over here, I guess. Not quite there, because I don't want that guard to hit me, right? Right here with move 4 jump. Oh, Machine Bolter is getting hit, but I'll move over here and I'll give the Machine Bolter 3 shield. And so we just need a 0 for it to survive from this guy. Then Shackles. Oh, Shackles gets to move. Okay, cool. So Shackles is going to move and then set up 6 retaliate. Move here, set 6 retaliate. That works for me. This guard is going to hit for 5 and deal 4. 5. No, 4 because I'm not poisoned from the reversal, from the reprisal. Then he would take 5 from the retaliate and 4 from the reversal of fate. And then the next guy is muddled. Oh, wait, no. This guy is going to hit Infuser. Attack for 5, and it misses. And they get a curse. And then into Shackles. Attack for 5, but it's going to kill. So we'll just drop Hopelessness, I think. Then he's going to take 6 retaliate, which would brittle to 12. So he'll take 11 damage. Then the Archerer is going to attack for 8. So I went here into Infuser. Oh, it misses anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. Then Infuser. I can stun or I can Caress of the Night. I don't really need the heal out of Caress of the Night, so I guess I don't really need the disarm. So I'll go for the stun. So attack for stun will go into this priest. It's disadvantaged. But with the 0, I think that kills. Yeah, with the poison, it kills. And then we'll just do a default attack 2 into the archer. It'll deal 3. I will take that. I'm wondering if this is looking possible. I don't feel like it is, but I'm wondering if there's any chance that it might be. Is there, like, any possibility that I should just, like, go into the next room without killing all these guys? When this guy died, the closest ally needs to suffer 2. Let's see. Do I just remote control to command the bolter to go again? I guess so. That, decently fast, sounds good. Long rest infuser. Shackles, I do believe, is just going to expertise potion to get to heal 11. I think I might as well set both of these. He's going to take big damage here, but I don't really know what else I can do. I have the feathered cloak now, at least. And then prism, so attack here and then here. Ugh. It's going to deal 2 damage. And then, yeah, I'll just attack the same guys. So that's 4 and 4. It's pretty good damage. Yeah, because it was attacks for 3 since it was granted. And then +1 and then plus poison. And then long-range missiles doesn't quite do anything. Yeah, I don't need that. Archer's gonna back up, attack for 7, and miss. And then the retaliate would go off, but he doesn't take any damage. And then all of the guards. So guard number 1, attack for 6. It does 4. And what did I do? All I did was heal, so no retaliate or anything. And then guard number 2, attack for 6, and it'll deal 6. And then they get a curse. And then guard number 4 does 6. So we'll take 3 and use that feathered cloak. And it's not over. I heal 2. I'll use this to turn this into leaf. And then I get all of these back. Oh, I could have used this on my turn to take 1 less damage. I did not realize I still had a shield. Get them all back. Obsidian Spear, I think, is a good card to drop. And then Brittling is really good, but I do have a leaf, so Gemstone Resonance might be the play here. Yeah, I think if I brittle, I want to get these two. So I'll just Gemstone Resonance to disarm and attack this archer. So maybe guide the flow, and I just hope I'm fast enough and I can kill. Long rest over here? That feels really dumb. I should have foresight potioned. Because I could have doubled the chance that they would shield and retaliate. Or just known if it was coming. Because shield retaliate would be really nice. I think I have to short rest. Can't lose reject the gift. I can lose reprisal, but it's not my favorite. Did I lose 2 cards to damage? No, I think just 1, because then I played that loss. Alright, well now I reject the gift. And I can't make sure that I'm faster than them, so we just hope that I am. And then here, I guess initiative doesn't matter too much. We'll just go for some attacks. Fast Archer, that's fine. Attack for 6, it does 5. We'll block 5. Shackles is going to heal 6. Muddle itself again, set wind, set reject the gift. Prism, attack here and then here. It does 2 damage and 2 damage. Then that's fine. I'll move 2 and attack for 2. And it'll deal 2. Now the odds of this guy dying are pretty good. Then Infuser, boots to get right here. Bottom attack into the Archer. And it does 3. And then Gemstone Resonance. Disarm this guy. Heal 3. And an attack for 3 into the archer. Nice. And it still kills even with the disadvantage of the -1. I'm closest, so I suffer 2. Then these guys, so this one, attack for 5. It does 6. And then we'll reject the gift right back into him. I shouldn't have taken the 6, so on this guy, I take 1 less. Somebody was closest, so we'll make it Hive. It's going to suffer 2 from that. And it looks like we can clear these guys. Well, I don't know. I don't know if we can clear them on this rest cycle. I guess Brittle is my best bet here. I need more reject the gifts. Oh man, this is really not happening. Reversal of Fate for damage. So first I'll attack for 3. It would just get this middle card. So it does 2 because he's not poisoned. That's unfortunate. And then I'll brittle him. I don't have hopelessness to bane him anymore. Shackles, I guess, is just setting Reversal of Fate and attacking for 2. At disadvantage, that would be ambiguous, right? So we would get the crit, so it would deal 5. And then, so that was pretty good. Then we get an attack for 4 up here, and it'll deal 3. Let's go and block 1, so we take 2. They get another curse. And then an attack for 4, and it'll deal 4. So he takes 3. Summon will deal 1, but he's not in range of the other guy. And I move forward. Attack for 1. It does nothing, and then a default attack for 2. It'll deal 3. Dang, we're not even finishing, like, on everybody's second rest cycle. Just an attack for 5 from Infuser. It'll deal 5, which brittles to 10, which will deal 9. And then I guess I just back up. Shackles. Do I have any negative conditions? No. I guess I'll just move to an attack for 2 with Line of Transference. And let's see, it's 2 + 1 + 1 is 4, -1 -1, he takes 2. And then Prism. It would get that first one, so it's 2 + 3 is 5, -1 -1, he takes 3. Almost dies. I can't heal because I am in poison mode, but I do get these back. Whew. Alright, I think this is still possible to win. I'm not sure how much health the boss is going to have, but we're just going to need it to not be too much. So I think I'm going to go reassemble in Coiled Limbs to get all my summons gone, and I'm just going to run into the boss room. Oh, it's here. Yeah, that's fine. That's actually even better. And then I'll just long rest both the other characters. I don't feel like I can long rest Shackles. I definitely feel like I can long rest Infuser. Let's see. Man, it just sucks because I barely need any damage. I guess Prism actually has a good shot of killing. And then I can long rest Shackles if that happens, so... Okay, cool. Nothing out of them. So first my summon's going to go and not kill. And then I'm going to reassemble it. So this goes here, this goes here. That goes there. That goes there, that goes there. And then I've got move 4 jump, which I guess I'm not going into the next room. I don't know why I thought I was, so I'll just move 2. I guess with that mistake, I'll go ahead and Stamina Potion back my move 4 jump, because I'm going to want that. Yeah, because I don't really have enough move without it. Well, actually, I think I do. I will instead Stamina Potion back my Reassemble to get out a bunch of summons as soon as possible. Then that's that. Everybody heals. Infuser gains Regenerate because she has Gemstone Resonance. Gets all of her armor back, which is nice. And then we just need to make a mad dash, a mad break for the end of the scenario. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Move 4 isn't quite enough, but I can't do much else, I don't think. So I'll do that and heal 5. I guess I need Infuser to kind of tank here. So I'll play that. And then on Prism, I guess it makes sense to summon. Oh, beautiful. I love seeing those guards standing still. Okay, cool. So Shackles is first. It's not really what I was planning on, but that's okay. He's going to move 4 and open the door. And then heal for 5. But I'm not going to set an element. So we open the door. The Heart of Ice levitates in the air just as it did all those weeks ago. A great pearlescent shard suspended just above the floor. It will need to be cracked open to drive the unyielding shard inside. You should not have returned. A booming voice calls out. You recognize the new Algox chieftain as the one who fought against your mission of peace. This mountain is ours now, and we will not rest until you and all your other heretics have been destroyed. Grendel offers you the unyielding shard, her breath ragged from the fight. We are too worn for this. You must reach the Heart of Ice and embed the shard yourself. We trust you with this task, Warm Bloods. She hands you the relic and you feel its power surge through your limbs. A wave of clarity washes over your mind, a centering force that calms your breath and brings you a new focus. The large ice crystal has 4 times 3 is 12 times 7 plus 2 is 9. So 9 times 12 is 108. Sure, we'll go with that. Yeah, that's right. So the large ice crystal has 108 health. Kill it and win. The boss is a fist. All elements are strong. And we just need to add... Yep, 108. It's not good. It's not good, but it might be possible. So Infuser's next. She'll regenerate. I think I've got move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's do that. Let's move 4 and then attack for 5 into the pillar, or into the thing. This thing does not have any stuff, so 5, 6, 7. 7 damage into the ice crystal. It is not a monster. All sources of damage suffered by any monster are reduced by 1, and objectives are objectives, not monsters. Then the boss is going to attack me for 16. casual. 16 in stun. And it's going to miss. And I'm going to block the stun with my kite shield. And then Hive is going to move 2, transfer, move 2. And then set the shocking pulse. Right here. And we're in there. Reassemble and Hunter Killer and just get as many summons out as possible. I guess Ward. Do I have any shot of reaching? Oh, I've got Swiftness Potion. So I can Scarred Effigy, reject the gift, and I can go at 9, so I can go faster than him. Which is good. Okay, so yeah. I'll just run up here and I'll reject the gift, and when he hits me, I'll reject the gift into the Ice Crystal. And then I'll short rest and I'll reject the gift, and then I'll short rest and I'll reject the gift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I need... we'll just see what happens, right? Standing still on the guards again. That's beautiful. Infuser is going to... Well, this isn't entirely what I wanted, is it? I have boots, though? Yeah, I've got boots. So I'll use my boots to go, like, over here, I guess. That's fine. And then I'll attack for 3, attack for 2. So attack for 3 does 2, and then attack for 2 does 3, 4, 5. So I dealt 7. Shackles is going to Swiftness Potion on his move from Scarred Effigy and then reject the gift. Prism, attack for 2. It'll deal 3. Then I will set the Hunter Killer, and I will do the bottom of Reassemble, play a card from your lot. I'm so tired at this point. It's almost 2 a.m. I should not be playing because I have work tomorrow. But I'm just going through as fast as I can on autopilot. Sniper turret down here. Let's summon this over here as far away from this guy as possible. And then now we've got a lot of summons to be going out every turn. We just need the attack for 15 to come in. It will deal 16, so I'll reject that gift into the Ice Crystal. And we say, thank you, Big Daddy, Frozen Fist. And we're just going to continue to reject the gift until he stuns us. Which is probably going to happen now. We've got the Gemstone Resonance. Those Algox are so far away that I think that this is sealed up. That's multi-target, but he doesn't have any way to get multi-target. So I will Boots to underspeed him. He's still attacking for 15, so that's just fine with me. I'll reject the gift. Then he goes and he attacks for 15, and it only does 14 this time. And then Hive, so we get 3 attacks for 2 into the thing. So it'll deal 3, 5, and 9. And then I attack for 3, or I command an attack for 3. So it'll deal 4, and I will switch. So I'm now in aimed assault mode. And that'll put the Machine Bolter right here. Now, if one of them draws a +1 switch, then I get a bonus attack. These guys do something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This guy will be easy to kill if the time comes. You know what? Now that I think about it, this guy would have gone here, wouldn't he? Well, I Horn of commanded him to stay where he is, right?
And then I'm long resting this turn, so I get to control where he goes. Yeah. He wanted to hit more than one target, but I can make that not happen. This is actually really sketchy. I can actually super easily lose this. I think my best bet is going to be to get one more Reject the Gift from the boss's damage out. And just hopefully that can happen. I don't think that long resting Infuser is in my best interests. I just want to get as many attacks out of her as I can. And then long resting Prism, I think, is beautiful. Nothing out of guards. Wow, they really chose the perfect time to start just standing still every single turn. Which, I mean, like I said earlier, that's why we targeted the other guys first. And then we underspeed the boss so we can reject his gift again. And Reversal of Fate. I didn't do any of the damage into him, but, like, it doesn't matter. We're never dealing 141. And I just kind of want to be done. He attacks for 15. It does 16. And that'll win it. Wow, I really thought that this scenario was lost a while ago. Infuser attacks for 5 and for 3. And we'll deal 5. And then we get the summon. So 3 attacks for 2. I did not get any transfers. But we get 4 bonus damage on top of 3 attacks for 2. So that'll be a grand total of 10. And then we long rest. Round is over, and we just barely need to deal any more damage, so I can do anything. I can do anything you can do better. Prism, so... Wow, we still didn't get any transfers, and we only dealt 4 damage to the thing. So much for ending it this turn. I guess I'll move in. And attack for 2 twice. And deal 5. Boss gets multi-target, but can still only hit shackles. I needed to Horn of Command to keep the Arcing Generator where it was. So attack for 15 into shackles, and that'll kill. So we'll lose this card. Then Infuser, I guess default attack for 2. Does 2. I could default attack for 3. I picked up the chest last time, so I'll go ahead and move and pick it up now, and then we'll just take one more turn. It is the Algox Carving. During your ranged attack, consume wind to add +2 push to one attack and flip this card over. And during your melee attack, consume leaf to add +1 to attack and flip this card over. Not a very good item, but it sells for 60, so I'm not sure who I gave it. Or I'm not sure who picked it up last time, but somebody picked it up and sold it. And so we just need an attack for 5 into Infuser. And then move here and attack for 5 into Infuser. And Infuser dies. And was just long resting anyway. And I think I just long rest both characters here. And I will long rest first on Hive. And so we just need to deal 6 damage. And there's the +1 switch, but we don't need the +1 switch anyway because we destroy the large ice crystal. These guys stood still again. That was so cooperative of them. I am very appreciative. We still had a lot of turns, though. Like, I didn't have to long rest here. Easy win. I don't think I forgot anything. Did I miss any special rules? Nope. Yeah. Underwhelming, I think. Gain 2 morale, 2 prosperity. Ooh, that 2 prosperity is nice. Unlock whichever class box is locked, so now I have the Fist. Gain Friend of the Frost Speakers, campaign sticker. Remove all Algox events from all Outpost decks. Add Winter 66, Winter 67 to the Winter Outpost deck, and 1 + 50 to the Town Guard deck. plus 50 Algox. Remove all Algox. I had none left in the summer outpost deck. Oh, I guess it's summer, so it doesn't have that many to begin with, does it? Okay, I needed to do 66 and 67. And then we're looking for any Algox events. There are none in there. Did I just get attacked so many times that there are no... No, there are a few of them. There are quite a few. Okay, I had like 5 Algox attacks in a row. Actually, I had a lot of Algox attacks in here. Okay. How many was it? 9. I had 9 left. And I can remove all of the... After the next scenario, I can remove all of the lurker attacks, and then I should have, like, no attacks left in the deck. We get 2 challenges. I got 2 morale and 2 prosperity, right? I've already reached the top before. Anything else that I'm forgetting? 2 morale, 2 prosperity, unlock the fist, friend of the frost speakers, remove all Algox, 66, 67, and a plus 50. So we got that. I'm missing a ton of stickers. Let's see. Let's try to put the crown together, because we have all of it. Oh. Yeah, nope, I have no idea. I'm not a puzzle person. There we go. That is my Coral Crown. Coral Crown United, do I have that? Maybe. I'm not a destroyer, I am a friend. So I should have both of the friend stickers now, I believe. Maybe not, but whatever. We'll put both of them. We did the Harvest Festival. I know I got the Into the Forest achievement a while ago. Shard Seeker, you get that at the beginning of the campaign. I probably have Unfettered deactivated, I'm not sure. Or Unfettered Allies? I did Unfettered Allies, I think. We'll leave it at that. And I assume this uncharged core is correct. That's one of the few ones where, like, the sticker would actually matter. I didn't level up Hive. That's kind of surprising. 3 XP away. Oh, I've been forgetting to get the XP from challenges. And I completed 2 challenges, right? So that's 4. Which now I'm guaranteed to be going up in difficulty. Yeah. Would I have gone up in difficulty had I not leveled? Oh, did I play this scenario at the wrong difficulty? Did I? I did play the scenario at the wrong difficulty. That's why it felt so easy. Actually, I would have lost. Okay. Well, I take it back. I mean, maybe I would have approached it differently had I been on the correct difficulty. I just didn't think to change it because I'd been on monster level 6 for so long, but I guess the last time I leveled, I was supposed to go up. Oh well. We did 2 challenges instead, so... Now I feel dumb. And also, like, it was almost the last turn. Let's see, what was the scaling on the thing? One more level would have given me 12 more health on the thing. So I would have failed it unless I had... So assuming that the first room I ended exactly the same, which I probably would have because I did it in 2 rest cycles.
then going to the boss, every time he attacked, I lost cards to damage. So if I had just long rested shorter on Hive, then Hive would have had one more turn because he would have lost one card instead of two. And then Hive would have been able to take one more turn, and all of my summons would have gotten another attack. And then my Infuser still had... If I hadn't played that loss, I would have had 4 cards in my discard. And Hive would have been able to tank one more turn for me. So yeah, I still would have won on +1 difficulty. I did get 13 XP. I don't think I suffered damage from an attack while I long rested because I died. Did I suffer damage from an attack in the first room when I long rested? I don't think so. No, because when I long rested is when I used my Deathproof Charm. So I get a check mark there. And I did never short rest. I made sure of that. So I get both of those. And we pass a week, 177.4. Oh, care package from the snowflake. As you enter the main gates of Frosthaven, you can't help but notice a giant pile of food sitting just outside in the snow. A group of Algox brought it by, a guard explains. Said they was a friend of yours, but Olmsted was suspicious. He said to wait until you got back. You inspect the pile and find a crudely written note from the snow dancer on bark parchment. Friends, the note said, my tribe had a bountiful harvest this year. Praise Garyu. I remembered how difficult the winters could be in Frosthaven, so I decided to share some of our crop with you. Be well and stay safe. Gain 3 morale. Which puts me up to 23. Do I only have 2 walls? That's hilarious. I did not complete Lurker Necromancy. That's weird. It doesn't show Lurker Necromancy completed here, but it shows it completed on the map. I wonder if that's just the wrong... it marked the sticker in the wrong way. Doesn't matter. Alright, so this is the last... Yeah, this is the last summer outpost event. We are pleased to announce our partnership with Lago, who has offered to help harvest the bountiful forests around Frosthaven. The crowd erupts into cheers, although several of the workers at the logging camp look at each other with concern. It can harvest 10 times as much wood as an Enox could, and has no issue working a full 24-hour shift at maximum output. The excited foreman invites Lago, a robot standing 15 feet tall, to address the crowd. Each of Lago's 6 mechanical saw arms rev loudly, silencing the crowd. Lago is pleased with our transactional relationship and looks forward to exchanging paid labor for yellow metals. Lago is also accepting private engagements. The foreman looks a bit uneasy about that last part. Option A, hire Lago for a private harvest. Option B, convince the loggers to band together against automatons taking their jobs. Do I get attacked if I do B? I don't want to spend gold on A, so let's do B. I am unfettered. So... the loggers don't like Lago, but they don't trust a group that fights alongside with one of the machines. They refuse to engage with you. Wait, what? Lose 1 morale. Okay. Wait, what option did I pick? Interesting. Okay. So I just lose a morale. We would have lost 10 gold and gained... either of the other ways we would have gotten Summer Outpost 50, so we just won't get to see what that is. Oh well, I don't really care about losing morale.
And that's done. We can spend 16 gold. Which is just not something that I have. So 13 and 3. And then we get 3, 3, 3. I did not get any herbs in that level, I don't think. No, I did not. Axenut, Corpse Cap, Snow Thistle, Corpse Cap, Snow Thistle. Okay. I'm just going to play one more scenario before I go into crafting the axe that I need to retire Hive. Actually, you know what? I need to be looking into what I need on shackles, and I need to be using this net to capture things. Let's see. I'm full on hands, full on my bag items, but I need 2 boots, and I need a chest and a helm. Let's, all of those resources we'll give to Shackles, because Shackles can donate the resources before retiring anyway. So it doesn't matter if it has too many. I need 2 helms, 2 chests, 2 boots, but that should be easily achieved with the craftables, right? Let's see. Cheap boots. 2 hide. So yeah, 3 hide gets me all of the boots that I need. 2 chests can happen in 3 more hide, although some metal. So I guess 1 metal, 1 hide. And then it's 2 helms that I need, right? So 1 metal and... and 1 metal. There we go. Okay, so I can get 2, 2, and 2 very, very cheaply. I have enough resources for all of it already. But I'm going to play like a couple more. Yeah, 4 hide and 3 metal. That's so crazy cheap. All right. That finishes everything in daytime because I don't need to buy any blesses. Maybe Infuser's kind of getting to the point where blesses wouldn't be bad with all of the rolling +1s she has. And the fact that she's attacking with strengthen frequently. Blesses are pretty decent on Infuser now. Not that she has any gold, though. I should probably sell that Algox carving. And I'm level 7 now, so I can either use these lucky die or something else. But yeah, let's sell the Algox carving for 30 gold. I definitely feel like that is better. And... oh, okay, I got 2 check marks here, so I got a new one, right? 24 completed? Yeah, 3 times 8 is 24, so I need to get another one. I guess we'll just do this top one. Replace a -10 with a +30 and a -20, gain a resource. +30, -20, gain a resource. I feel like I have that marked and I didn't take it before. I have 2 -10s removed. Yeah, so I marked it, but I didn't actually do the thing. So we'll take out 2 -10s. And then add in those 4 cards. And then we'll double check that I did 19.2 and 178.3. Rising Brine, 83. And 178. Here it is. So 83 and 89. Yeah, okay, I unlocked that. And then now we unlock 89, which is a solo.
The sound of the alarm bells has your group rushing to the wall in a dead sprint. You take the rickety steps up the guard tower 2 at a time, but the last step reveals a guard looking confused more than concerned. He points down to 3 Algox bundled in cloaks outside the gates. As you move to draw your weapons, one of them waves. "We seek the assistance of your warriors." The Algox in the center shouts up the battlements. An older female Algox touches his arm, and he bends to make it easier for her to whisper in his ear. After a moment, he straightens up, then continues in a billowing voice. "Our clan comes in peace, and we have heard stories of your vanquishment of the Algox who attacked and robbed their neighbors. If they are a threat, they're certainly a sorry one. While it looks like their furs were once beautiful examples of Algox handiwork, they're now in disrepair. The Algox themselves looked malnourished at best. You agreed to meet them outside the walls of Frosthaven, if only to confirm there's nothing to be concerned about." They thump their fists to their chest in reverence as you exit the gate. "Thank you, warriors. Our people have been abused at the hands of the neighboring tribe, run by Vanjal, an Algox who has taken to celebrating his own vanity through incessant tithings. Our people risk starvation just to keep him appeased. Will you help us?" Scenario 89, a contained fire. I like fighting Algox. What's going on in this level? Oh, just guards, archers, and priests? Yeah, it doesn't look that bad. It looks long, though. But we'll do it someday. Oh, okay, we will have to fight a boss. The snare is complete when Vangel is dead. Oh, and there are ice speakers. Oh, he must be an ice speaker. Okay, cool. An ice speaker boss sounds fun. Oh, but like I would want to do it with shackles, because I would assume he's elite, so he'll brittle with every attack. That would be good. All right, cool. Return to Frosthaven. I think I'm just gonna play one more scenario with shackles to unlock the kelp and then retire shackles. And then I probably should go to the Realm of Endless Frost, because that's the only thing that's holding me back in the puzzle book. This one, I think I've already done the thing for this one. Okay, and this is the Realm of Endless Frost puzzle. And then the alchemy chart. I probably have this. And what's after that? I don't know what this puzzle is, not off the top of my head. I have no idea what I need for this. I don't know. I was like, ever since, like, I was really excited for the puzzle book in the beginning, and then the first puzzle I was disappointed with the way, like, the numbering system changes from puzzles from like part 1, part 2 to part 3. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. And then I started decoding this thing, and once I had like 4 or 5 of the letters, I was like, okay, I don't care enough anymore to to actually take the time to figure the rest of this out. And then I just, so, like, you know, I looked at this puzzle for like 20 minutes or so, and then I just looked up the solution, and then from that point I just looked them all up from Dwarf's Guide, because at that point I did not care. And like, I don't have a protractor to do this puzzle, so even with a protractor, I don't know if I would have gotten this puzzle. Yeah, well, yeah, because I don't even read the sections, or like, normally I don't read the sections, so I never would have read the section that tells you the order for the colors, because like I think I was reading the sections originally when I first played Top of the Spire, which is the scenario that tells you the order. But I played Top of the Spire really early on into my campaign, and it was like 4 or 5 real months later in life that I unlocked the puzzle book for the first time. It might have even been more than 5 months later after I had played Top of the Spire. So, like, when I saw that the solution to it was that, like, the beams had colors, absolutely no memory, zero recollection of any of that in Top of the Spire. And I was not about to go through reading the entire section book to try to find references to colors. So I would be in the list of people who was a bit disappointed with the puzzle book. But I think that's it, because I can't build any buildings. I do not have the prosperity to build anything. So we're just waiting on retirements, but I want to play Kelp next. So unlock Kelp, retire the whatever its name is, retire the shackles. I should have the inspiration. Yeah, I have inspiration to get a double retirement, so then I'll be able to build a bunch of buildings since I'll unlock 2. And with unlocking 2, I will probably not be able to build 8 buildings, but once I get up to prosperity 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 buildings become unlocked for me to upgrade. So we just need to get to prosperity 7, and then I'll be able to retire Infuser after. I'll probably double build some things with the Carpenter, so that I don't keep Infuser for too long. But I really am enjoying Infuser. Definitely the most fun element character I've ever played. Definitely. Oh, that's what we need to do. We need to level up. And I think I looked... Okay, yeah. I remember looking at this and wondering if I wanted Gale Barrage or Diamondization. I think were the two that I was deciding between. So let's... we get another perk. What are we doing at this point? Let's ignore negative scenario effects. It's boring, but it's just good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 from having retired. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. So that is all correct. So either Gale Barrage, Wind, and Dark to attack 3 targets for 2 with Pierce, but you can hit the same enemy multiple times, which would be really good. Sometimes Pierce 2 isn't enough, which would be a little frustrating. And then the bottom, move 1, but that's kind of always a move 2 jump. And so it's a bottom that increases damage and generates wind. That would be so nice, because very frequently on turn 1, I just want to move and set wind so that I can play Boon of the Tempest. But my only move and set wind is Boon of the Tempest bottom. But also, I almost always just play Coalescing Darkness bottom first turn to get the wind in the dark. So maybe it's not super necessary. Adding +2 to your next attack is good, but it is only 1 attack. Move 3, create Leaf or Dark, and all adjacent enemies suffer 1. That is very nice. 68 initiative, though, is not that good, especially since I don't have boots here. Yeah, which is why I feel like I need to just grab 10. And, like, the more I think about it, the more that I think that this pattern is actually pretty good. Oh, but it's a loss. Oh, okay, yeah, this just kind of replaces Bounty of the Earth is what I was thinking. Because it's like, it's a better shield. Yeah, this is too good. I need the 10 to have an undercut since I don't have Boots of Speed. Gale Barrage is really good for the attack, but I've already got good attacks. I mean, Rising Momentum is almost always at least an attack 4. Crystalline Aegis pairs really well with Guide the Flow so that I can get that Brittle in the attack immediately. Obsidian Spear, I think, is really, really nice. This was a very good damage card to give me attack 4 on either the top or the bottom. And then other than that, I mean, I've just got a ton of attack 3s coming out with infusions. And 4 infusions is definitely enough. I wish I had more bottom infusions. Yeah, the level 2 card could have been a bottom infusion, but also, like, warding myself doesn't feel like the best infusion. And yeah, that's it. Level 9 infusion is all elements, but bless yourself every time you infuse, and add a target to all melees. That's crazy. That's way too good. And then this sword can do the infusion abilities, but it doesn't disarm me. That's really good. But if you're doing the sword, then you really need the +3 health, don't you? Which I do not have. So. Negate the next damage you would suffer from a melee attack this round, and the attacker suffers 4. Man, that's really good. And it sets Lee for wind. It's almost a little bit boring. And the bottom is like such a weird attack. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do at level 8. I almost kind of am considering going back for Gale Barrage, but Swift Pivot is also really good. I don't know. I really like this class. I think it's really fun. Really cool. And I really like that I'm going to be able to get, like, a better shield now. Yeah, this is going to be insane. And then the bottom is just going to be, like, it's the last turn. I just need everybody to survive. Let me immobilize all of these enemies so that no enemy gets to attack for the round. Yeah, like, a lost card that basically can say, like, no enemy this turn gets to do anything is really good. And obviously, ranged enemies can still do this stuff, but... When I initially read the cards, I was definitely thinking I wanted Code Geminate. When you have 2 modes, if you have 2 modes, you may move 1 mode from your active area to your discard pile. So it doesn't even take stamina. If you have 1 mode, you may place 1 card with a summon action from your hand into your active area without gaining the experience, and place a mode token on it. Treat this card as an additional active mode. But you have to, like, play a top to... Well, you just play a top to get a mode. So, like, I can see it being good with the... All of your melee attacks become ranged, and then all of your single target melee attacks become ranged, and then all of your ranged attacks have +1 target. So then all of your melee attacks become... Like, this would be attack 2, target 2, range 3. Attack 2, target 2, range 3. But you don't even have, like, many super good melee attacks. Yeah, I've been very, very disappointed in the modes. So I think Code Geminate is, like, a non-starter. Like, I just don't even think that it sounds good. Trapping unit. When attacked, reduce the damage by 1 for each negative condition the attacker has. And I guess that's add immobilize to all attacks. You cannot perform move abilities. And add +1 to all... what? Add immobilize to all your attacks. I don't like that either. You cannot perform move abilities? So I guess this thing can move. So you summon it, it runs into things and hits them with melee and immobilizes them. But then it only has 7 health, and it doesn't have any shield. So it just gets one-shot by most things. If they have some negative conditions, then maybe it can survive. But then you can't move while you're in it. So this would pair horribly with
the summons that can't move, because while this is your mode and you have your summon out, you're not able to reposition. Although I guess if you're repositioning, that wouldn't matter. Because if you have your stationary summon, if you're trying to reposition the stationary summon, then you have the summon in your mode. I don't want either of these cards. This is the only class I've ever looked at where I see the level 5 cards and I say no thank you to either of them. A lot of the time, the level 5 cards are like really, really good. And I have no interest in either of these. I hate to be such a downer. I hate the prism. I don't like this class. I mean, it's not even that it's been performing badly, because like it did a lot of damage in both of the objective scenarios that I played. It was able to do quite a bit. Like it completely took out the living glacier by itself. It did most of the damage to the boss objective thing in this scenario. It was fine in fleeting performance, but that was permanence, not performance. It was fine in fleeting permanence, but it's not like that was a difficult scenario that we needed anything. It did not do anything in Dead Pass. It did pretty decently in the way forward for being like brand new. It did nothing in the summit meeting from what I remember. And are those all of the scenarios I've played with Hive? So we've only done 6 levels. I think that's all. I mean, I still haven't uploaded a single one of them, so I'm afraid to upload my Hive stuff. At this point, I just uploaded the Nerve Center yesterday. Do I want any of these? I thought that this summon sounded interesting. Shield 2 on the first attack that damages you each round with no negative effect is, like, pretty nice. Granting allies shield is pretty okay. Attack 1 at range 2 is, like, eh. I don't know. It's very hard to know what Hive's role needs to be in the team, because like Shackles just does so much, and then Shackles and Infuser I think pair really well together because they can both tank. They can toggle the aggro. Infusers can help heal up the Shackles. Shackles can help give elements for Infuser, and like those two, they just feed off of each other really, really well. I think I go back to level 4 and I take this Divergent Destruction, maybe Hijack. I could pair like Hijack with the Coiled Limbs, go slow, move in 4 with a jump, then switch in the Shocking Pulse. So yeah, Shocking Pulse would be my mode, which is not a problem. Go in with a jump, and then switch the Shocking Pulse and tell it to attack for 1 on all adjacents. But then I'm not getting the attack 2 on all adjacents. I guess, though, I would be able to attack 3 on all adjacents, then the next turn go fast at 12, attack 2 on all adjacents, and remote control to attack 3 on all adjacents again. And so then I would go from 82 speed, attack 3 all adjacents, attack 2 all adjacents, attack 3 all adjacents. That's really good. It needs to be set up into a position where there's the possibility to do that, but I think that sounds better than anything else. So, level 3 instead of a level 5. I don't know. I don't know. Could drop this high impact projectiles. I like the initiative. No, yeah, I like that card. Long range missiles has felt good. Reassemble, I feel, is too necessary. Remote control pairs with this well. I could drop launch pod. I don't really go for the stamina losing effect. I would like to have another attack 3 from my target 2 on ranged abilities, but it does reduce the range to range 2, which is pretty bad. I have to keep coiled limbs. I have to keep the shocking pulse. I could drop reconstructive aid, but it's basically the mode that I run the most. I could drop my level 4 summon. I think I'm going to drop launch pod. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't do a perk yet, did I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'm missing one. At the end of your short rests, you can transfer. That would be nice. Be immune to wound. That would be okay. Replace a 0 with a +1 transfer. I think I want to do that. Just get this deck, like, super thin. Ugh, looking at that, though. Oh, they are +1 heal oneself. That's good. But still, it's... okay, I've got some +1s and +2s coming. I think I take the rolling poisons, but then it's like... maybe I should do the rolling wounds instead. Given that I do have a poisoning summon. And I do like that mode of being able to attack at range and poison. Maybe that would be a decent mode to have 2 of. The multi-target on ranged attack. And then add poison to all attacks. This is a good deck. Oops. +1, +1, +1, crit, +2, +1, +1. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. And then the miss. And then I have 1 extra -1 out because of the simple charm. Transfer, heal 5, transfer. I've just never been in a situation where that was necessary. At all. Even a little bit. Maybe I have. I don't know. I probably have been. But, like, I'm not playing it in a way where my summons ever tank. Which maybe that's just because of the team comp that I'm in. But with my summons not ever tanking, I don't ever play any of the tanky summons. That's just not the way I like to do summoning classes. I like to do ranged summons that get a bunch of attacks off per round. And then transfer loot 1, heal 2. I couldn't care less about that. So, a non-loss summon. At the end of each of your turns, 1 adjacent enemy suffers 2 and you suffer 1. I like that. That's a good mode. 1 health, move 5, attack 2. Give wound to all adjacent figures. And self at the end of the turn. So I need to have, like, my heal summon to, I don't know. I like that. I think I'll take that. Move 3, attack 1, target 2 is... it's a thing. Oh, well. Oh, can I enhance any of my summons? Okay, yeah, I was going to say, there's no way you can enhance the damage on Shocking Arcing Generator, is there? And there is not. Can you not enhance the damage on any of them? Level 4 summon you can. Oh, the coiled limbs you can enhance the damage. That's kind of interesting. That seems that seems like one of the better enhancements. Because, like, very frequently I don't summon this thing just because it's like, why would I want to deal 1 damage per turn when I could deal 2 with almost any other summon? But with this thing giving 2 damage per turn, that would be kind of nice. It is more difficult to focus its damage on something, but it's not that hard. Also, though, if I summon this thing, then I lose my move 4, which is painful. Yeah, that's what I need. I need a card that has big move on it. I guess not, though, because you've got so many transfers, right? And, like, this is a move 4. Yeah, you actually don't really need movement, because you just transfer into your summons to move. Alright. It's been an hour since I finished the level.